In most large enterprises, those responsible to ensure that access policies are enforced do not own the process of creating, maintaining, or changing identity accounts and attributes. The various attributes that make up an identity, such as email address, locations, titles, managers, phone numbers, etc., are created from many different business applications. For instance, the email service may create an email address, but the HR system controls the title and managers. For IT and security teams to adequately enforce access policies, they need to ensure that the attribute on an identity is authoritative and accurate. With that in mind, let's look at how OpenText controls identity data integrity by enforcing authoritative data flow without forcing organizations and departments to change their business processes. Here, we see all the business systems connected to the identity platform. You can see that each application has a set of attributes for each user. These attributes are unique for some applications, but are shared for other applications. As an example, let's take a look at the connector using the SCIM driver and how we control the flow of attributes. The green arrow represents attributes coming from the SCIM application. The red arrow represents data the Identity Foundation service writes to the edge system. Let's click on the email value. As you can see, the options we have to control how each attribute flows for each connector. Synchronize, which of course simply means to update the data with all other applications that are sharing this same attribute. Ignore acts like a filter that blocks it from entering the Identity Foundation service, meaning that it can't be inserted into the central data model. Notify is a unique level of attribute control because it allows data to flow through the Identity Foundation service join engine and through the policy engines to show what the result would be, but doesn't actually commit it to the database. Reset is a powerful control in that it enforces attribute-level authority. It marks this system as not authoritative for this attribute, regardless of what changes to the value of this attribute comes from the connected system. The Identity Foundation service will take the value from the authoritative source and reset the edge system with the stored authoritative value. Note that this flow control environment is available for all attributes for all connected systems. It's unique and powerful because it lets identity administrators control who owns what attributes where and when, knowing that Identity Foundation service will enforce it. Let's now show how the policies are managed for each connected system. This is our driver environment. Selecting the Active Directory driver. Then moving over to the Transformation and Synchronization view. Here is how the data is acted upon in relation to the specific connected system, in this case, Active Directory. It represents the bi-directional flow of changes, both from the connected system on the publisher channel and to the connected system on the subscriber channel. Each of these shapes is a location for setting policies that direct the flow of these changes. For example, let's take the schema mapping policy. It simply defines the mapping of the attribute names from the Identity Foundation Services schema to the attribute names in the connected systems schema. Many different systems have different names for attributes, so it's very important to be able to map between those environments. That wraps up the quick walkthrough of how identity lifecycle management transform identity data as well as control of the flow of authoritative attributes for your identity objects.